rock stars, Lid Shaw. I'm coming to you from the floor of Winter NAMM 2018, and I'm standing here with my friend Eric Blackmer from Earthworks Audio. How are you doing today, Eric?
Oh, wicked awesome.
Wicked awesome, man. Then you're warming my heart, because I'm also from Massachusetts myself, so I wicked know what you're talking about.
You got that right.
Well, it's very exciting. I'm really glad to run into you. You know, I was telling you that years ago I had the real honor and pleasure to come visit the Earthworks factory and sit down and meet your dad, David Blackmer, and do a little interview with him then. So it's a nice full circle, you know?
So you've heard a lot about Earthworks. You know the history.
He really opened my eyes and my ears to a lot about audio design. Things like knowing that one of the reasons why you guys build microphones that have such incredible extended frequencies is because those things that we think we don't hear are actually really important.
Well, the real history of it, Earthworks grew out of, my father needed microphones to measure loudspeakers that went beyond 20K. And you look down at the available options, and it's B and K. That's what it came down to. What he said to me was, he looked at how they measured their microphones, and in the band he was looking for, beyond 20 kilohertz, he didn't trust what they did. So he developed a whole new system, and it's based on time domain accuracy, and it works.
That's right. And as I recall, you guys gave us a tour of the factory, and we got to do things like go in to see this incredible anechoic chamber that you had created out of just like, you guys are a real inventor's spirit. So you said, we're going to make things happen. We're going to find solutions and make incredible stuff using things that might not seem all that remarkable to begin with.
No, Earthworks has always been about solving problems. You know, there are microphones by nature distort the signal. And what we've accomplished is microphones that don't distort the signal. They're accurate in the time domain, which means they have to be flat in frequency, which means that you get the being there that most microphones can't even touch.
Yeah. So I guess I was kind of beating around the bush, but I was trying to describe walking into the walk-in freezer that had all the insulation in it.
It's a meat locker.
It's a meat locker.
It's the funniest thing, because you walk out of the building under the ground and there's a meat locker. Yeah, that's a weird one.
And that was what they made into an anechoic chamber to test microphones, right?
It's not anechoic. We use time windowing rather than anechoic. So we know that there's a certain distance before there's a boundary, and using Melissa, it's a numbered sequence, so we know when it left and when it's coming back. That's how we analyze things. Anechoic, to do an anechoic chamber, to do what we're doing, you would have to have a huge anechoic chamber, and there's no way, you can't do that. There aren't any anywhere near us.
All right, well, fair enough. You know more about anechoic chambers than I do, but I do seem to remember that you guys were creating like mad scientist sparks and lightning to test your microphones.
Well, yes. Now, the fundamental breakthrough was my father figured out how to make a single spark. And that's not nothing. It's really difficult to do. But the sound of a single spark is an incredible audio impulse. It lasts a couple of microseconds. It's so much faster than a physical object, you can think of it as instantaneous. And the real breakthrough was he looked at the electrical output of microphones in response to the sound of the spark, and was able to see things from that if you look at just frequency, you can't see it. It's time domain. Time domain is what it's about. And yeah, it was brilliant. What my father did was amazing. And I didn't understand it then. I do now. And hats off to him. He is amazing.
Well, it's cool stuff. So these guys have been literally capturing lightning into a microphone for over 20 years. And fast forward to where we are now, you guys have an incredible line of microphones, speakers. What else have you got?
Preamps. We make a preamp that is perfect. DC to light, no distortion. I mean, really, 2 hertz to 100K plus or minus 0.1 dB. The equivalent input noise decreases as you go up in gain, so there's no noise at 60 dB of gain. The sum of all forms of distortion is under 1 part per million. That's 0.00001%.
Well, I'm always glad that I can rely on somebody like you to know what those numbers mean, and I don't have to worry about it. I just have to know that the mic sounds great.
Suffice to say, it's beyond comprehension.
Also, I'm going to take it one step further and say you guys are making mics from DC to lightning. Yeah. We'll just kind of own that lightning thing right there.
That's a good one. I like it.
So we're talking into an Earthworks mic right now. Which one is this?
This is called the SR20. We view this as a general purpose microphone. It does stage vocals, beautifully. It does recording vocals beautifully. Unscrew the windscreen and it's a drum mic, guitar amps, anything. I have yet to find anything that doesn't work well for. And it's tremendously affordable, accessible. It's a wonderful. Everybody should have one. If you don't have one, get one.
Yeah, but I got to warn you guys, it doesn't come with the mic flag. That's mine right there. The mic flag is Recording Studio Rockstars, so you guys get a much slimmer, sleeker mic.
But what we want to talk about is our new microphone.
Yes,
We've finally moved into the area of studio vocal microphones. And why don't we shift over?
Let's do it. So I think this one is live, and Eric will be able to talk right into it and show us.
This is called the SV33, that's Studio Vocal 33 kilohertz. And how would you put it? This is the microphone of my dreams. This is everything I have always wanted. We approached this as solving the problems that are usually inherent in most microphones. When you're dealing with a large diaphragm microphone, the larger the diaphragm, the more beamy it is. The larger the diaphragm, the stronger the proximity effect is. With this microphone, we've developed a microphone that's so user-friendly, it's so easy to use that you get good results anywhere. Here's what it is. On axis, typical Earthworks sound, accurate. It's not colored for anything, it's not meant for one voice or another, it's just accurate. It's got a very mild proximity effect, so it gets warm and you get close but not boomy. When you back up, after about 2 inches, it stays the same. You have this huge sweet spot. Now, one of the big problems with the large studio mics that everyone loves is that you have to be a certain distance and a certain angle, and if you move, it changes. With this one, you can change you've got an artist who needs to dance to do their music, this does it. We also have almost no handling noise.
Wow.
And it's very well protected from popping peas. You probably want to use a windscreen anyway, but it's generally wind and popping peas don't matter to this microphone.
We may need to scoot it a little, just having a live band in the background.
Oh yeah, we're on the NAMM floor. This is, this is a worst case. This is a worst case example. But the thing that's most amazing about this is what happens when you go behind it. It's gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And if the real benefit to the end user is you don't have to be stuck in a vise. You don't have to worry about, I'm going to do something you can't do. I'm going to kick the stand. Now, how many times have you had a track ruined by somebody touching the stand?
All the time.
It just doesn't happen with this microphone. This microphone it's solved almost all the problems that people have with microphones. You can move any way you want to, and you can forget about the microphone and do your art. That's what it's about, and we've succeeded. This is a great microphone. This is the microphone I always wanted. The microphone of my dreams.
Can I try talking into it?
Please do.
All right. Hello, rock stars. Lid Shaw again, coming to you from Winter NAMM 2018, and I am speaking. Tell us the model number. This is the SV33. This is the microphone of Eric's dreams, and I'm sure it's probably the microphone of my dreams too. It looks pretty beautiful. I'm going to hit it, demonstrate some of the handling noise there, really give it a good beating. All right, we're knocking on it here. I don't know if you hear it, but we'll find out when we watch the video back, right? So. Awesome stuff.
There's another question for everybody out there in digital land. How do you get it? These are available through the Sweetwater, Full Compass, all the regular places. If you need to try it to prove it to yourself, we have a demo loaner program that allows you to audition it in your own place.
That's fantastic.
For the cost of freight. You make sure that it does what you need before you buy it. You're going to love it.
Awesome. Now, if the rock stars want to find out more about you guys and find you online to go check it out, where should they go, Eric?
Earthworksaudio.com. My personal email, ericb@earthworksaudio.com, but you can just contact the company. Anyone there is qualified to help you.
All right, right on. Rock stars, thank you so much for watching. Eric, thank you for doing this interview with us, man.
My pleasure, man.
Make sure, if you enjoy this video, to like, share, and subscribe, and drop a comment in below and let us know what you would do if you had one of these beautiful microphones in your studio and what you'd like to record with it. Thanks for watching.
Where are we going, Johnny? The toppermost of the poppermost.
That's right. Let's rock it.